Good morning يا شباب. Today إن شاء الله we can complete answering B right. I had sent since last week a sheet in the grammar, and today we can focus on some structures. بعض الطلبة سألوا عن reported speech. So today هنعمل focus على reported speech, but in the case of the questions. So bring, or you can open unit 13, reported speech. طيب. Number 6, do you like the Egyptian food? The guide said to the tourist, asked. Again, do you like the Egyptian food? The guide said to the tourist, asked. Who can answer? Okay.
The guide asked.
Asked whom? The tourist. Okay. يبقى the guide asked the tourist. Wait, أحمد. يبقى the guide asked the tourist. You can complete. F, great. If I liked the Egyptian food. Okay. If I liked the Egyptian food. Okay. Did you get the point, Ahmed, or not yet? Ali. 7. Why do you smoke, Adel? The doctor asked. You can answer. No, why he smoked? Okay. أنا هنا ده a question in the present simple, so I can put it in the form of a statement, but in the past simple. So يبقى the doctor asked. The doctor asked Adel why he smoked. Amr. Can you play the guitar? Nabila asked Mona. Here you can say, or you can find the word F. So I want to join with the word F. Can you play the guitar? Nabila asked Mona. If she could. Asked Mona if she could play the guitar. Ahmed. Number 9. Weather.
Whether watch the match, he would watch the match.
What will it be tonight? I can change change it. Yesterday it will be the day before, the previous day. Okay, so here you can say Adel asked Hassan whether he would watch the match that night. Okay. So can you remember, if I find the word now, it will be what? Now, then. Okay. When you find the word this, that, these, those. Okay. Today, that day. Okay. These words you must notice when you change. Which cases that you cannot change the tense? ايه الكيسز اللي انت ما ينفعش تغير فيها التنس؟ When you express the fact, you can't change the tense. لما بتعبر عن حقيقة طبيعي انت ما ينفعش تغير التنس. And also when you find the word عادل asked short time ago or just now, so you can't change the tense. Okay. طيب number 10. Ali, what is the fastest way to capital bank? Asked. Maybe I asked. So I asked what the fastest way to capital bank was. Again. So احنا consider it as a statement. انا قلت لك انسى ان في سؤال. as ان انت بتكتب what whether if خلاص ال formation of the question خلاص forget it and write a sentence. So here I asked what the fastest way to capital bank. Okay. Number 11. Muhammad said to Sarah, will you help me with my homework? Use F. Wait, it's his turn. No. Muhammad asked Sarah if she would help him with his homework. يبقى Muhammad asked Sarah if she would help him with his homework. So pay attention to the changeable pronouns. Capital bank was. Yeah. Because is, it will be was. I think the idea is so clear now, Ahmed. Okay, did you got or did you get the point? The idea, did you get it? Okay. Mona asked, or Muhammad asked Sarah if she would help him with his homework. Which structures that you have a problem with it, Ahmed, Ali, Amr? All problems that you have in the grammar in general, except this structure. The only one. So you understand the passive voice in the present perfect has have been plus BB, and past perfect after I had done my homework, I went out, and so on. And also you know the difference between the conditional F, first, second, third, and so all the parts now are clear. Okay, so okay, this is the last part in the report speech. So with Mr. Muhi, you studied how to change the statement, the imperative, like stop talking. If I told my students to stop talking, not to shout in the class, for example, not to and to. And in the statement, you can change the statement from the present tense into the past tense. Okay, so 12. Rana said, where is the post office? Wanted to know. Ahmed? يبقى Rana, no, you have wanted to know here. So Rana wanted to know. Was. Okay, not where was. Where the post office was. Forget the question. Okay, no questions. So Rana said or wanted to know where the post office is. Okay. When will the sleeper train arrive in Aswan? One of the tourists asked Ali. The most important part يا شباب in O level to study the practice test. To study the practice test. أنا عندي 6 practice test موجودين في الاكتيفيتي بوك المعاصر، الكتاب الصغير مش الكبير، وهتلاقيهم بالانسرز. يعني هم اوريدي موجودين والانسرز موجوده at the end. They are very important. They are very important. يعني expect 60% or 70% from these practice tests in the exam. It's my expectation, yeah, not a rule. So you must study them well. What else? And paragraphs that you have in the activity book, I think from page 40, I want you to study in the activity book. Why? Because maybe you can find a topic related to the curriculum itself, not from outside the curriculum. No, related to the curriculum itself, like dinosaurs, for example, like solar system, for example. So you should know some information about these topics. You should know some information about these topics. So pay attention to this part, okay? When will the sleeper train arrive in Aswan? One of the tourists asked. Ali? Would arrive. Yeah, so one of the tourists asked when the sleeper train would arrive. Okay, would arrive in Aswan. Number 14, will it rain tomorrow? Ahmed asked Adil. Amr. Okay. F. Because you have yes or no here. So Adil asked Ahmed F. It would rain the following day, or the next day, or the day after. All these words are acceptable. So Adil asked Ahmed if it would rain the following day. Okay, 15. Ahmed, when will you return from London? My friend asked when I would. My friend asked me when I would return from London. Okay, this is the answer. So my friend asked me when I would return from London. Around the first 5 I have answered last time, so you can check the video, the first 5 sentences. 16, Rana said to Nahla, which school subject do you like most? Rana asked. So what's the right answer? Ali? 16. Rana said to Nahla, which school subject do you like most? Okay. Which school subject? No. The same. Which school subject? Yeah. She liked most. Why? Because you have right. So Rana asked Nahla. Rana asked Nahla, which school subject she would like, she liked most. She liked most. Okay. The teacher asked me why I had arrived late. The teacher, here, it's a new idea. Pay attention بقى. Have number 17 هو جاب لك الجملة already report speech أو السؤال. أنت بقى you need to change it into direct speech. The teacher asked me why I had arrived late. So the teacher said to me, and then you can put quotation marks, and then you can write a question. So what's the question here? You can answer. You can tell me the answer. The teacher asked me why I had arrived late. The teacher said to me, why did you arrive late? Great. Get back to change, but from report speech into direct speech, not the opposite. So the teacher said to me, why did you arrive? Number 18. Why do tourists like the Red Sea? Said the TV reporter. The TV reporter asked Alif. Can answer. Why do tourists like the Red Sea?
The TV reporter asked,
why
tourists like the Red Sea?
Like
the Red Sea.
احنا قلنا forget the question خلاص. انا بشوف التاني ده present simple يبقى الجمله هتبقى في الباست simple خلاص. يبقى why the tourists liked the Red Sea. يبقى the TV reporter asked why tourists liked the Red Sea. 19. Can I get a return ticket? Rami said, whether. So Rami, you can say, you can answer. Omar? Who can answer? Number, 19.
Rami asked.
Okay.
Whether
he could
get a return ticket.
Okay. So Rami asked whether he could get a return ticket. Can you answer the difficult question, Nabil? Our teacher said. So our teacher asked. If I
Could answer the difficult question.
our teacher asked Nabil if he could. Okay. If our teacher asked Nabil if he could answer the difficult question. So I have finished this part. Do you have any inquiries about this part, about the report speech, about any part? Number what? Whether like F. Yani here I can delete F and put whether, the same. Our teacher, I can say our teacher asked Nabil whether he could answer the difficult question. Okay, Ali, do you have any questions? Okay, about this part, it isn't important to complete, and that's enough in this part. Do you have any inquiries about this part? About any part in the grammar? All of you? Okay, now I want you to know, because it's so important, because we have time. Okay, now we can complete our Zoom session by revising the situations that you have in the curriculum. طبعا they have an important question in the exam. Question number 2. Write what you would say in these following situations. Okay? Number or unit 10, you know how to buy or book a train ticket. Can I buy a single return ticket too? Would you like first or second class? How long does the express or stopping train take? How much is that, please? Could you tell me which platform the train leaves from? Like, for example, number 1, Ali, you are at the ticket office and you want to ask about the time of the train. So what's the answer? Okay, so easy. You want to book a ticket to Aswan, so can I buy a ticket to Aswan? You ask the assistant about the price of the first class return ticket to Alexandria, so how much is the first class? So they are so easy. Is the most important part. I'll give you, or I'll teach you the last part from unit 15, 16, 17, 18, because you didn't study these parts with me in the classroom before that. So let's check. Unit 11, 12, 13, 14, ask for opinion. Encouraging people to continue speaking. Like you want to encourage your little sister, little brother, anyone to complete the speech. So you can say, fantastic, tell me more. Really, really go on. Then what happened? What happened at the zoo? What happened today? Oh no, tell me more. Really go on like this. Like this. So I can say, Mustafa said that he saw a shooting star. You want to know more. So what you would say, fantastic, tell me more, and so on. So unit 16, responding to news. If you have a fantastic matter, so what you will say, how wonderful, really, I can't believe it. If you have, or if you hear a bad news, so what can you say? Oh dear, oh no, how terrible. Okay. Unit 17, giving dates you aren't sure of. It's very important. Maybe it needs explanation, this part. And they are not sure about a date. So what will you say? About, and then you can put a number years ago. Maybe years ago. We think that people first lived maybe 250,000 years ago, because you are not sure of the date. So you can write maybe almost. I'm going to talk to you about some people who lived almost 8,000 years ago. كانوا عايشين تقريبا من 8,000 سنة. So almost you are not sure of the date. And also you have in around حوالي سنة كذا. In around 8,000 BCE, people began farming in North Africa. And also you have approximately, the Stone Age was approximately 8,000 years ago. And also it was perhaps 4,000 BCE when people started making pots and pans of clay. Did you get this point? When you are not sure of the date. لما أنت كشخص مش متأكد من تاريخ معين, you can say these words. خلاص؟ طيب. Like Ahmed, when I ask you about when did dinosaurs live? كانوا عايشين من حوالي كم سنة؟ So you have about تقريبا حوالي سنة كذا. خلاص؟ So about 65 million years ago. Okay, 2. When did people first live? Ali? First lived? Okay. When did people begin farming? Amr? In around 8,000 BCE. 3000 BCE. BCE it means before Christ era. قبل الميلاد. و AD معناها بعد الميلاد. خلاص؟ So BCE معناها قبل الميلاد. When was the Stone Age? Ahmed? Okay. When did dinosaurs die out? Maybe the same date, the same year. We think that they died out maybe 65 million years ago. Like number one, you can find in the exam general sentences. For example, your friend asks you when the first plane was made. I'm not sure. It was made in about 1930. Two, you are asked when your school was built. You are not sure. Yeah, 18 years old. You ask your teacher when dinosaurs died out. Dinosaurs died out maybe 65 million. But maybe you can find in the exam, you are not sure. You are not sure of the date. Okay? Your teacher asks you when people started farming. We started farming in around 8000 BCE. Your friend asks you about the age of the Giza pyramids. They are around 7,000 years old. You are asked when the dinosaurs first lived. They lived about 65 million years ago. 7, your teacher asks you when your house was built. It was built 30 years ago. Your teacher asks you when people started living on Earth. They started living on Earth 250,000 years ago. Maybe you can put in around or about maybe, because you can find at the end of the sentence in the exam, I mean, you are not sure. You are not sure. Okay, you are not sure, it means maybe, about, and around, okay, like this. Approximately, for example. What about the last unit situations? The last unit. So, when you show relief, so what will you say? Few. You are so relaxed when you hear news, so few. What a relief. Thank goodness for that. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Showing excitement. You can say, great. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Number 1. Here also you have the practice test 6A and 6B, the situations in these practice tests. Number 1, your mother tells you that you are going to the beach tomorrow. So what can you say? Ali, your friend has been searching for his dictionary and he finally found it. Okay. You won the first place in the swimming competition. Thank goodness for that. Number 5, Amr. Your father tells you that you are going to attend the World Cup matches in Russia next year. Okay. You hear that the police could catch a dangerous robber. What a relief. Ali, you are traveling to Paris next summer. You are so excited. Okay. There is a news that Muhammad Salah is visiting your school. So great. You hear that a ship sank in the sea, but the police saved the passengers. You hear that your friend got better after the accident he had. Thank goodness for that. طبعا you have here some questions from the practice test. Your friend asks you when your father was born. You are not sure. Okay? But you give an answer. So the answer is maybe in 90. But write a logical answer. Don't write about 2000. No, it isn't logical. يقول لك باباك اتولد امتى؟ ما بتقولش سنه 2000 مثلا، احتمال سنه في احتمال لكن مش للدرجه دي يعني. يبقى في احتمال بس يبقى في logic in the answer. So maybe in 1977 or about 40 years old. You hear that a tourist was lost in the desert, but that he had just been found. So, what a relief. few. You hear that scientists have found a new medicine which will help many people. How wonderful. Your parents say that they are taking you to the beach tomorrow. You see people leaving rubbish on a beach. How terrible. A friend tells you that you have won a prize. Really, I can't believe it. Or how wonderful. This is the situation of Unit 18. And this is the situation of Unit 17. Unit 16, I explained. Unit 15, to encourage people to say more. Unit 14, if you ask about opinions. What's your opinion about maybe the pyramids in Egypt? What do you think if I visit the pyramids? What's your opinion of? How do you feel about? Do you agree about something or with an idea? If you agree, لو انت موافق على فكره انا قلتها تقول ايه؟ I couldn't agree with you more. يا مستر ده في couldn't agree. ما بقول لك I couldn't agree with you more. يعني الصراحه انا موافقك تماما. مش هوافق اكتر من كده. خلاص؟ So I couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly how I feel. يعني تماما نفس احساسي. You have a point there. انت عندك حق في الجزئيه دي. But if you don't agree, if you disagree, so I'm afraid I totally disagree. Totally here it means completely. Totally here means completely you don't agree. Or I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. In my opinion, when you give your opinion, I don't think it's right to, in my opinion, the waterfall is amazing. I don't think it's right to have this much. Number one, Salma thinks that Aswan High Dam should be on the list of modern wonders. And you agree? I totally agree with you. Your friend thinks that modern buildings should be built next to the old ones, but you disagree. So what will you say? Mina thinks that the football is the most exciting sport. You have a different opinion. So I'm afraid I disagree. Your friend asks you about your opinion of Cairo Tower. Express your opinion. In my opinion, it's amazing. Marwa wants to know your opinion of Wadi Rayyan waterfalls. In my opinion, it's amazing. Your friend thinks that the last lesson was the most interesting. You think the same. Your friend likes a museum in Mexico, but you don't like it. I feel completely the opposite. You see a photo of a modern museum, your friend say that she doesn't like it, but you have another opinion. So I'm afraid I totally disagree. I feel completely the opposite. There is a new cafe in the area. You want to know what your friend thinks about it. Think of how do you feel about it. Your friend say that the test you bought that was very easy. The same, it's my feeling. You tell your brother, sister that the hotel you all stayed in was very nice. You want to know if he, she, the same? They agree? Okay. You want to know your brother's opinion of the hotel you stayed in Alexandria. So what do you think of the hotel that you stayed in Alexandria? You think that this lesson is very interesting. You want to know what your friend thinks of it. So what do you think of this lesson? You watched a film on Black Beauty, express your opinion. In my opinion, it's an amazing film. So this is the situation of unit 14. And before it, we studied in the classroom before how to ask polite requests and making opinions stronger, extremely, really, very, quite. 4 words to express the strength of the adjective. 4 words, extremely, really, very, and quite. And here you have, if you express past recommendations, I think you should have done something. Past recommendations. كان من الواجب عليك انك تعمل كذا. So you have should have plus BB. And explaining a choice in the past. انت بتختار او بتبرر ليه انت ما عملتش حاجه معينه ليه. So I didn't or I really didn't want to eat pizza. It's not healthy. حقا انا ما كنتش عايز اكل بيتزا. ما كانتش او هي مش صحيه. So ده just ان انت to explain why did you choose something in the past. So I really didn't want to eat pizza. It isn't healthy. I wasn't interested. Things. Expressing a regret in the past. انت بتعبر عن الندم على حاجه عملتها in the past. So I really shouldn't have smoked that cigarette because it isn't healthy to smoke cigarettes. For example, you think tennis is very exciting. You persuade your sister to try it. So I think you should really try playing tennis. You'd like to go on a school trip, but your father doesn't want you to go. So I really want to go on the school trip. Okay, so today we did we explained two parts, just revised all the situations in the curriculum, and also we revised the reported speech. Next Sunday, inshallah, we can complete answering in the sheet of the grammar, okay, that you have. So bring it or get ready to explain more, inshallah.